Previously, I made a video on exercises you could do to guard against joint degeneration. The first set of exercises were mobilization exercises to ensure that the joints were hydrated. Now for these, we're going to target the structures of the joint so that we can strengthen them and make your joints even more resistant to getting osteoarthritis. Start out with a light weight, and it just looks like this. Okay, have nice and controlled movements. And then go to an angle, get about 5 reps. And here, this is like the 3 o'clock position. Back at this angle. And all the way back. And the reason why we're doing it in these different angles is that you're targeting actually the rotator cuff. That's where all the tendons and ligaments converge in your shoulder joint, and we're going to strengthen all the different fibers and their different orientations so that you have a nice stable shoulder joint. Then you move up to a heavier weight, and as you get comfortable with these exercises, you can hold it up here and have an isometric contraction. Down. Okay. So with the TheraBand, again, it's an elastic band. You just take one end and step on it. I don't think I need to show you my feet for that, but you get the idea. And then wrap the thing around your hand, and same thing, okay, like this. This is very popular in physical therapy offices. If you hurt your shoulder or recently had surgery, rotator cuff surgery, you want to start off slow, and the elastic bands, this type of resistance sometimes is easier than carrying a dumbbell. Okay, just like that, and back like this. And I forgot to mention that you can also turn your thumb up. Okay, and down. You can alternate doing that, and in doing so, you reorient the shoulder joint in a different angle. And strengthen the ligaments and tendons in those angles as well. Now for your hip joints, there are some machines in gyms, if you are a member of a gym. That particular one where you sit down and bring your knees together, that's a really good one for strengthening your hip joints. For the home version, just put this around your ankle, chair for balance, and do this. Okay, move that foot around in a circle, like this, putting a load on it. And this is putting some stress on your hip joint. So again, the ligaments, the muscles that are causing me to move this attached to your hip, because all the motion is coming from the hip, and they're strengthening because the load's being applied to them. You can go like this as well. And obviously this works out your leg muscles as well. I'm starting to feel a little fatigue in my leg muscles. You can do this as well. If you have much stronger legs, you can always put a second one on there. And you don't even have to keep your knee extended. Since we're targeting the hip, you could just do this, all right? For the knee, with your ankle weights on, just extend your leg like this with the weights on. Make sure your chair's high enough so that your foot doesn't drag on the floor. Now the knee is a very strong hinge joint. Its primary plane of motion is anterior posterior. But it could also do some rotation. If you put your fingertips here You can strengthen those associated ligaments by pointing your toes or swinging your foot from the left to the right. You can do the isometric contraction and relax. In summary, chronic joint pain is very common as you get older. And there are millions of Americans, millions of people all over the world who suffer from things like knee pain, hip pain, shoulder pain, because as we age, unfortunately, our body undergoes degenerative changes. But that doesn't mean that you can't do anything about it. So make sure to do those mobilization exercises I showed you, strengthening exercises. It's like an investment to your future health. Obviously, you want to have a future where we're able to run and jump and do all these fun things, go hiking, without being hobbled by chronic joint pain. For more great tips on self-treating acute and chronic musculoskeletal pain, make sure you subscribe to my channel and to my website, thepainandinjurydoctor.com. Thanks for watching.